Welcome in, everyone. Despite the rain falling today, the roof is open, so things may get a bit wet. Today, it's Game 2 of a 3-game weekend set between the San Diego Padres and the Houston Astros. Alongside Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, and Danny, as pitching matchups go, it doesn't get much better than what we've got here for this one.
Well, Matt, these are two of the best in the business. Two guys that throw a lot of strikes, and if their game is on, we should have a very low-scoring ball game with these two elite starting pitchers.
It's Astros baseball on the show. Next. Zach Greinke, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy is one of the better pitchers in the league, and one stat that jumps out, take a look at that strikeout to walk ratio. That's about as good as it gets. And look for him to dominate in this one.
Now to the plate, Jorge Ona, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
The afternoon for San Diego, the designated hitter, Jorge Ona.
First pitch of the AB on its way. And the first pitch of the afternoon misses for ball one, and that's how we get things underway here in the Space City.
First pitch, 3-10.
Now the 1-0.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last three pitches. The book on him is that he hits the away pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
The 2-2. Lazy fly ball out to center field. Strong comes on now, and he has it 1 down.
Batting second, the center fielder, number 2.
In to hit will be Trent Grisham.
Grisham.
Here's the first pitch now from Greinke. Hard liner to center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out.
Well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't ideal with the rain coming down, and that can make every play a little bit of an adventure. You really have to concentrate, and he did there to haul it down.
Up next is Fernando Tatis Jr. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. The 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike one. Career line against Greinke. He's gone 3 for 8. He's taken him deep once. Greinke looks in. 1-1 on its way. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. The 2-1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed. 2-2. And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. Now the Astros will get their first opportunity. No score. Mike Clevenger will be the man on the mound for the Friars. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this guy's had a solid year up to this point. It's not an easy thing to do in baseball this year with all the high-scoring games, but this guy has an ERA of sub-3, and that's saying something. If he continues to do that, I think you're going to see a really good performance out of him in this one.
Here's Michael Brantley. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The left fielder, Michael Brantley.
Pitch on the way. Guys, these Padres, as they take the field this afternoon, they've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, coming off last night's W, we had a chance to catch up with the manager. He just liked the way guys are playing. They're showing up to the yard ready to go. They're playing as a collective group. A lot of good things happening in this clubhouse.
And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Hey, this game's starting off exactly the way they want it to. Lead off single in the bottom of the first after their pitcher went out there and threw a donut on the board. Boys are flying around.
Into the box, Miles Straw. And he puts it on the ground to second. A step on the bag for one. Over to Hosmer, a double play.
Batting third.
Time now for a quick look at the hometown Astros starting lineup. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, fellas, there's nobody that I'm more excited to watch play than Carlos Correa. He's got a 5-game hitting streak going. If you've got to start those big streaks somewhere, I like the way he's swinging the bat right now. Great approach, very comfortable. Let's see if that streak continues today.
That'll bring up Yordan Alvarez. No one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, Matt, that 2-ball really changed the complexion of this inning. It looked like the middle of the order was going to have a chance to get a big hit with some ducks on the pond, but now they just have to try and get a 2-out rally started.
Behind 0-2 now. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. Nothing doing there for Houston. Still no score. Second inning coming up, and Heidi Watney has an update for us on the weather forecast.
Matt, I am hearing that heavier rain is expected to pass through the ballpark at some point later in the game. The umpiring crew would, of course, like to get this one in uninterrupted, but it is possible that we could be looking at some sort of a delay if they determine the weather is impacting the play on the field.
All right, Heidi, thanks. We'll hope for the best, of course, but guys, you have to assume these players are probably going to be impacted by this weather at least a little.
Yeah, Matty, 100% it's going to be bothersome. They're going to have to watch their spikes. They're going to have to maybe gather themselves to get that extra grip on the baseball. But from a position player standpoint, you just can't lose focus. Starting pitchers are the ones that are going to have the most problems with it.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Now a check swing, and he went around, says the home plate umpire. Tough ruling, but it's out number 1. That'll bring up Austin Nola.
The catcher, Austin Nola.
First offering on its way. Fly ball to straightaway left. And 2 quick outs here in the second.
Batting 6, the third baseman.
So the bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up Jake Cronenworth. First offering on its way. Hit on the ground toward the left. On to the first baseman, Gurriel, and that will end the inning. So nothing happening this time around. On now to the bottom of the second, and we are tied 0-0.
ケンさん酔っ払っちゃったサザエはね、今飲んでるんですか。晩酌タイムですかな。
And now the first pitch. Strike taken up in the zone. Yeah, the rain starting to intensify here. It's coming down a little heavier now. We'll see how much longer the umpires can wait.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out. Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. Fouled away. Two and two.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
In the air out toward right field. Myers is under it. Makes the play. 1 away.
Batting 5th,
All right, guys, let's take a look at how the pods line up on B. And diving into the numbers on this team, the one thing
まあ
that
でも
jumps off
リア
the
ル
page
メ
is
ジャー
the
も
fact that
ね
these guys can
結局
flat
オー
play
プン
D.
戦
The highest fielding
延期ら
percentage
し
in
い
the
です
league.
ね。
Something to focus on today when
あ
you're
ち
watching
ゃー、たまるき。パドレスはまだね、貯金はあるんですけど、
Here's the second baseman, Jose
首位
Altuve.
の
High fly ball out to straightaway
ドジャー
center.
スがね、強すぎて貯金
Grisham
ある
is
け
there
ど、
now, and he has it, 2 gone.
9ゲームぐらい離れてるんですよ。
Batting sixth, the shortstop, Carlos Correa.
ドジャースがね、負けへんからね、
So next to swing the bat will
貯
be
金だ
Carlos
らけです
Correa.
よ。
First pitch of the AB now.
うん。
As he'll take a look at ball 1.
なんか借金があるんが、あそこの、ブルージェイズとマリナーズですかね。
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
まあ、やっぱ特にブルージェイズが一番悪いですよね。
Swing and a miss. Good sinking action there. 1-2.
う
Yeah,
ん、
guys, he's
なんか
got
ず
so
れ
much
るらしい
respect
で
for
す
this
よ。
guy's fastball. You could tell he was out
まあ
in
で
front
も
on that
結局
slider. I think he goes to the
28
well one
日
more
の
time
最後の
with
日
it.
に
Slider whiffed
決
on
着
for
つかんか
strike
ったら
3.
も
A
う
great pitch to put an
シ
end
ーズ
to
ン
the
もずれ
inning.
る可能性あ
Astros
り
go
みた
down
いですね。
1-2-3. We'll move to the third with no score.
まあ選手会も引き下がらんからとことん伸びますよね。
Back now in Houston, home of the Astros, who've certainly treated their fans to some
エ
impressive
ンジェル
pitching
ス
so
シ
far
ャブ
this year.
問題
They
どう
come
なり
into
ま
this
す
game ranked first
そ
in
れ
the
は
league
ど
in
うなん
team
でしょう
ERA. And talking with some of the members of the staff prior to the game, they mentioned how they've really been able to feed off each other. They're a competitive bunch, so when one guy goes out and has a great game, the starter the next day feels
ま
the
あだから
motivation to live
な
up to
か
their
なか選
performance,
手
if
会
not
も
best it. Maybe a
わか
big
りま
reason
した
behind
言
their
わんから
success
ね。
this year, guys.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Eric Hosmer to the
とこ
plate
とん
now.
粘
He's
り
the
ま
number
すよね。
7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. The windup and the 0-1. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
The offense better get it going right here because they certainly can tell from their dugout. This guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's
まあ
got
でも
feel
座
for
礁
all
は
his
ね、
pitches.
予定通り
Here's the
4
1-2
月
delivery.
1日開幕なんでね。
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Batting eighth, the second baseman,
シャブタニさん。
Now to the plate, here is Gosuke Kato. First chance for him here after appearing as a pinch hitter in the game last night. Here's the pitch. Back up the middle. Altuve to his right. He has it. Throw on to first is in time, and Greinke's got himself 2 outs.
batting ninth, the left fielder, number 29.
Into the box, Jose Azocar, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. Third inning, no score to this point. A ball and a strike.
わお。まあ雨降ってる時これやっぱ屋根閉めとかんと
And he looks at one in there, 1 and
ダメ
2.
ですね。
Into the windup and the pitch. He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. Padres down in order. Home half of the third coming up. No score.
あえて全開にしてるから。
ready to go for the last half of the inning. And in to hit next will be the outfielder Kyle Tucker. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Couldn't hold up on the curveball there as he went around for strike one.
でも昨日ちゃうわ、2日前の風神
And a
ラーメ
slider
ンうま
gets
かった
away
です
from him here
ね。
as it just about got him in the ankle.
思わずスープまで
Now a good pitch
完
around the
食
knees,
しま
but
し
it
たからね。
doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with one strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
And
歩
good
かしてもらった。
patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
Finally, up to this point, the entire lineup had been swinging at anything close, and this guy decides to show a little more patience at the dish and is rewarded with a base on
豚
balls.
骨醤油
That
ラ
was
ー
a
メン
good
で
at
すね。
bat.
Next to hit, Yuli
またチャーハン
Gurriel.
も
He really thrives
か
in
な
the
りうま
batter's
くて、
box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one. He's set. Here it comes. And it's fouled away. Tucker gets his lead at first, nobody out. No offer on that one. 2 balls
で
and
も
a
あの
strike.
セットで
Sometimes you got to
1100
be
円ですから。
aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
Oh, textbook slider there, and he's back at even 2-2. Outside in a full count, 3-2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Swing, and he takes this the other way to right, and that'll get down for a base hit. He'll hold at second, and there
まあ
are 2
もうちょい
aboard.
腹がね、
That's the
余
only
裕あっ
way to
たら
combat
餃子
a
もいっ
nasty
とこうかなと
cover.
思っ
You
たん
have
です
to
けど、
find a way to fight
さ
to
す
stay
がに
inside that baseball and drive it the
パン
other
パン
way.
でしたね。
Jason Castro, the catcher, is in as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He'll start play with that average down in the low 230s. 1 home run and 6 RBIs.
尻から出せ。
1-1 to Jason Castro. And here's one
Wow.
that misses to the Houston catcher. It's 2-1 now.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
まあでも最近王将行ってないんですよね。
Here now the 2-2.
あれまた入ってない。
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so
Ah,
whatever
tja.
pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with,
あ
that's the
の王
one I
将
expect
の
him
焼き
to
そば
turn
も
to.
またうまいんですよね。
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. The 3-2 one more time. Gets him looking. Strike 3.
Some guys with big arms like this, they're just chuckers. They just throw the ball as hard as they can, and where it ends up isn't that big of a concern, but that wasn't the case there. That was a very well-pitched fastball right on the corner at the knees. Good luck hitting that one.
Mm. 全然行ってないで
Here's
す
the
ね。
left-handed hitting Michael Brantley. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. Second at bat
下手し
here.
たら
He
半
reached
年ぐら
via
い
a
行ってないか
single
も
to
しれない
lead
で
off
す
the
ね。
home first. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule.
Now batting, number 3.
Now at the plate is Miles Straw. 0 for 1 here in the early going. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Pulls this one in the air out to left. And the inning will end as they're unable to cash in with 2 outs. Two left for the Astros. We'll head to the fourth, still scoreless.
まあ、あとはあれですかね。すき家のメガ盛りですか。あれももう食べてないで
It'll
す
be
ね。
interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
The designated hitter, Jorge Ona.
Pitch on the way. Here's Greinke back to work now as he jumps ahead of the first man to greet
日
him.
本
It's
酒
strike
うまい
one.
な。
I'd like to see this
日
lineup
本酒
start
です
working
か。
the count a little bit more and drive up this pitcher's pitch count.
1-1 to San Diego's leadoff batter.
ああ、でもケンさんもね、仕事を継続する言ってましたもんね。
Hey, make no mistake about it. This lineup's going to have to get going and get a little bit more aggressive. This guy's pounding the zone.
Fouled off. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. Castro gathers, and the throw is there to record the first out. One out, bases empty, and that brings up Trent Grisham. First offering on its way.
まあ、その問題の人がおらんなるだけでも、全然ちゃいま
Man,
す
this
よね。
guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead.
もう
70% of
完
the
全に
batters
そ
he's
の
faced, he's thrown
会
the
社
first
を
pitch
離れ
strike
る
to.
感じなんですか。
There's a fastball well off
そ
the
の
plate
問
for
題
a
の人
ball.
は。
Well, there's the classic 0-2 wasted fastball, not even close to the zone. We'll see what he throws on the next pitch.
And he fouls this one off. Another 1-2 delivery. Hit softly down the line at first. Throw gets him, 2 down. So with 2 gone here in the fourth, let's check out our pitch speed comparison for the two starters. And you can see there, both guys are living in the 90s, but in vastly different parts of town. 97 versus an even 90 miles an hour. Now at the plate, Fernando Tatis Jr. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Wheels and deals, here's the first pitch.
ああ。リサイクル業。
Padres still with the big goose egg in the hit column thus far.
まあでも顔合わせんでだけで全然ちゃいますよね。
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
I know this guy has a lot of weapons on the mound, but what makes him so successful is that he's aggressive in the zone, getting ahead, forcing action.
Greinke steps into his windup. Here's the 0-2. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner.
Wow.
Meanwhile, here, this ball's hit fairly well down that left field line, and it's going to stay fair. It's a home run. So a solo shot down the line in left, home run number 9 on the year, and the Padres bust out in front 1-0.
これはええ音しましたな。
Well, if you're going to get your first hit of the game, you might as well do it with a bang. He thought he could squeeze one past him, but he thought wrong.
わお、特大。あれ何の球やったんですか。早すぎて見ね。なんかインコースの食い込んでくるような球でしたね。
ball and a strike.
Hey, boys, you talking about getting your A swing off right here?
い
That's
や
what
ー
it
でも
looks
あれ
like.
っすね。
A guy with
シン
massive
カー系
power
ないっすね。
letting it eat.
Left side of the infield into the shift. Bregman gloves it onto the first baseman Gurriel, and that will end the inning. One scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. Bottom of the fourth coming up. It's 1-0 San Diego. Ready to go in the bottom of the fourth. And standing in is the DH, Yordan
The
Alvarez.
designated hitter, Yordan Alvarez.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. So weighed out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike one. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
うん。あ、でもメジャーもあと1ヶ月ぐらいですよね。
Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
That's his second strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if a
32
coach
日ですか。
finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
And that'll bring up the former
うわ、やばい。
first rounder Alex Bregman.
これはや
Back
ばい。
goes
いけそう。
Grisham to the track. And this one scoots all the way to the wall. Around second now and headed for third. And he's safe.
This is one park in the league that sees a lot of triples because of the way it's designed, and he adds another one heading to
う
third
ん。
for
い
the
きなり
three-bagger.
のピンチ。
So up to the plate next will be Jose Altuve. 1-0
ここで
the
ま
count.
たアルトゥーベでしょ。このバッターも結構いやらしいね。バッ
From
テ
the
ィング
belt,
する
the
から。
pitch. In the air to straightaway
あ
right.
あ、1点入った。
Myers is under it. He's there to make the catch, and here comes the runner from third as this should get him on
さ
the
すが
board.
に間に合わ
And the
ん。
run will come in to score from third as that'll knot things up at 1 apiece.
あっさり追いつかれ
Up
ましたね。
next, Carlos Correa. Bases empty and 2 gone following the sacrifice fly. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory.
Time to be aggressive with these hitters now. After that sac fly, it's time to try to get out of this inning with only 1 run scored.
Fly ball out to right field. Myers finds some space out there for the catch to retire the side. So it's 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We played 4 full, all tied at 1-1. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, I talked with San Diego's manager during the inning break about the Padres' offensive production to this point, and he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. They've only managed 1 base runner in this game, so it's easy to see why he said they haven't shown much fight today. He's hoping to see someone step up and find a way to get something going, though. This game isn't out of hand, so it remains to be seen if they can snap out of this funk and climb back into this one.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
The catcher,
Here's the first pitch to him.
Nola.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Nola, the former Seattle Mariner, he was acquired via trade last year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Waves and misses for strike number 2. Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Boy, this is a tight one. You kind of get the feeling like the next team that scores is going to win this one.
It's a 2-2 count to the Padres catcher.
Hey, struggling to find the release point of that curveball. That wasn't a very good one. Somehow he's just got to find that feel because that's a pitch he's going to need going forward.
Sharp ground ball to third. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting.
In at the plate is Jake Cronenworth. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Here's the first pitch now from Greinke. Lifted in the air out to left field. Brantley is under it. 2 gone.
ほんまメジャーのジーズはよう喧嘩しますな。ああ、コミッショナーもおれへんし、まあ、選手会もおれへんからね。
Bases are empty here with two
な
away.
かなかほん
And
まに
standing in, here's the first baseman, Eric Hosmer.
両者譲らずやか
Greinke's
ら。
ready. Here's the pitch. Fouled away.
でしかもね、シーズン遅れてなった場合、ダブルヘッダーとかやったらええんちゃうか言うても、コミッショナーがいや、それはやらへんとか言って。
A ball and a strike to the Padres
だ
first
から
baseman.
試合数減ったら、減った分だけ補填はせえへんみたいなね。で、まあ試合せえへん分は給料払いませんよみたいな。
Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now.
This offense has just been flailing at the plate all
選
game
手
long, so
会
it's
は
no
でも
wonder
ダ
why
ブルヘッ
they've
ダーやっ
only
た
been
らええ
able
やん
to
って
pick
言
up
ってん
one
です
hit
けど
so
ね。
far. I'm not seeing much of a game plan from these hitters.
Neither
けどま
guy
あ
willing
向こう
to
はや
give
そ
in,
れ
and
はあ
the
かん
at
と
bat
か
will
言って
continue. Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
いかに金を払いたがってないかがわかりますよね。
Count still at 1-2. Popped up. Greinke has room in foul territory, and he's got it for the final out of the frame. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego.
選
Halfway
手
home, all
会
even
側
at
としては
1
儲
apiece.
かってんねんから、もっと出しなさいよみたいなね、こと言うてるけど、コミッショナー
And we're
も、
back
い
in
や、それは
Houston.
あ
Welcome
かん
back
と
to
か言っ
Minute
て。
Maid Park as we check in with Heidi.
うん。
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I discussed the Astros offense with
相
Houston's
当儲かっ
manager.
てん
And
ねん
one
か
thing he
ら、
mentioned to me was
もっ
the
と
lack
分
of
配し
discipline
な
he's
さい
seeing
言う
out of
てん
their
すけどね。
at-bats right now. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their
それ
struggles
でも
today,
なかな
as
かね、
far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more
Leading up
strikes.
for the Astros,
All right, thanks,
the
Heidi.
right fielder.
First pitch on its way. Kyle Tucker is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2.
まあオープン戦はね、延期でしゃあないとしても、
Might have been looking to find that
シーズン
outside
が遅れ
corner,
る
but
の
he
はちょっ
couldn't
とね、
quite get it there. It's 1-2.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he
マ
let
ツ
him
コ
right
さん
back
の
into this at bat.
拷
Got him
問一
swinging
回
on
受
the
けた方がいいんじゃ
fastball
ないです
there.
か。
Kyle Tucker is sent packing to begin the bottom of the inning.
マツコ拷問。
SG, Gurriel.
Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 1 for 1 with a single so far. In there, and it's 0-2 now.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all of his spots, and that's been a big factor why he's been so successful
いや、
up
な
to
か
this
なか
point.
ええピ
And
ッ
he
チングで
struck
す
him
ね。
out as well, so the bottom of the order
Gotcha.
providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away.
The
球
catcher,
が走ってますね。
Jason Castro.
Stepping in now, Jason Castro. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1. 2 outs already on the K this inning, so he'll be looking to do better.
なかなかいいですね。
The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Can you boys say next? Who's next up to bat? Because this guy's done. You cannot fall down 0-2 to one of the better pitchers in the league and expect to get a base hit.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2.
A
No.
swing and a miss. That retires the side, and
ま
that
たも
will
や
do
三
it.
振。
Both teams battling the elements thus far, but we've got a tight game through 5. More to come from Houston after this. Top half of the sixth about to get started, and set to go is the second baseman, Gosuke Kato.
ゴースケ加藤さん。
As Greinke jumps ahead of him here with strike
この
one.
人ももうレギュラー固定されてますね、ほぼほぼ。
And it's fouled away. This is swung on and hit to Altuve at second. Scooped up, throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth.
The left fielder, number 29.
Now it'll be Jose
なかなか
Azucar looking to put the ball
打て
in
ないです
play
ね。
here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat.
Yeah, kind of
加
shocked
藤
he
さ
got
ん。
blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control 0-2.
Wow, that was an ugly swing right there, and that tells us all we need to know. Nobody's picking the baseball up off this guy.
To 1-2 now. That's popped up. And that's going to land foul. Bases are empty, one man out. And that one misses badly. It's ball two. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
It'd be great right here if he was able to work himself on base. You got the leadoff hitter on deck, and you know the middle of the order's coming up right behind him.
Another payoff pitch. Lifted in the air to center. Strong is there, two gone.
Up next.
So he's just a third of an inning away from putting up another 0 as we take a look at the ball clubs with the lowest team
一番防御率
ERAs.
低いです
And
ね。
you can see that this staff currently leads the AL in that category. Stepping in once again is Jorge Ona, 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. Here's the first pitch. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball one. A ball and a
う
strike.
わー、今のボールちゃうんすか。
Fastball
あ、
right
取り寄った
back to the mound. And he'll flip it onto first, and with it,
や
that
りま
ends
す
the
ね。
inning. Padres down in order. Score remains tied 1-1.
この球場もまたでかい球
Striding in
場
for
ですね。
Houston, Michael Brantley. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Ball one to start the at-bat. 2-0 to Brantley. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Now the 2-1. And he goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. Into the Crawford boxes and gone.
電車走ってますね。
A solo shot here to left. 8th home run on the season.
やら
for
れ
him,
ま
and the
した。
Astros
今
take
の
the
延
lead.
長だ
It's
け
2-1.
は。レフトに持ってかれましたね。あちゃー。
Hey, I know we're not sitting up here with a crystal ball, but that swing right there, although in the middle innings, could be the deciding factor. And we could be looking back at this one when it's all said and done.
The batter, number 3.
Standing in now, Miles Straw. As the first pitch here has been high, it's ball one.
山
0
手
for 2
線
for
や
him
な。
to this point.
裏でゴミ箱叩いてますね。バンバンバンバン叩いて。
The 1-0 home. A bouncer up the middle.
よいしょ。
Reined in. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning. So with one gone in the inning, you take a look there at the current National League Western Division standings as you see where the Padres find themselves entering play here today.
パドレスも2位やけど、10ゲーム離れてるんですよ。
Now the Astros
めちゃ
designated
くちゃ離れてるから
Yordan
ね。
Alvarez. He went down on strikes in his last at bat.
なんとかドジャースを引きずり下ろさんと。10ゲームってえげつないですね。
You know, some guys just don't like pulling the trigger in an 0-0 count. They don't like.
Oh,
あ
and
ー、
here's
ま
a
た逆行かれ
drive.
てる。
Well hit out to straightaway center. Around first, he's digging for second, but not quite enough as it's off the center field wall. And he'll reach second now with one away.
うん、
Their own pitcher is
独走ですよ。
absolutely dealing right now. So this is a big moment in this game. If his teammates can pick him up and drive him in now, that might be all they need to get the W here.
At the plate now, Alex Bregman. He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. A bullet to first base, and the runner gets back, no double play.
Up next for the Astros. The second
So a
baseman,
runner at second, two
Jose
down now, and striding in the
Altuve.
speedy second baseman, Jose Altuve. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. Alvarez stands at second with two gone. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1.
ああ、そうそうそうそう。なんか風呂入る言ってましたよ。
1-2 now as that one's fouled
多
off.
分配信す
He
るんちゃ
hasn't
います
thrown
か
that
ね。
pitch much all game. I gotta
真夜
believe as
中
an
配
offense,
信
you
を。
just gotta throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with two away.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on 3 and 2 because
あ
A
あ、
swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And
Oh,
he gets
right.
there, makes the running play, and that ends the inning. Astros get a run here courtesy of the solo homer. The 2-3-4 hitters now to start the seventh. 2-1 Houston.
ああ、ロングゲーム雑談配
Now
信
at
し
the
たいと思
plate
いま
here
す。
is Trent Grisham. He'll start the seventh, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this.
何
Lots
で
of
す
good
かこれ。
pitching and
エナジ
defense
ードリン
today.
ク。
you know, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
雑談するんですか。
Here's the first pitch now from Greinke. Pulled toward right center field. Strong is there. One pitch, one out.
新井さんは死刑です。あっちゃ。
Fernando Tatis Jr.
Next to dig in, Fernando Tatis Jr. He
ロン
went
グ
deep
ゲーム
last time
雑
up.
談
Well,
配
Matty,
信
we
っ
know
てま
he's
すね
got。the timing on the fastball locked in. That's what he got a hold of on that home run in the previous at bat. You do not come off the heater. Have to be leery of the off speed, but stay on the fastball. He's got to throw it again.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0.
ああ、
Pretty
ボー
healthy
ルだ。
hack that time. It's 1-1.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. Two strikes on him now. A ball and two strikes. Here's the pitch.
うお、危ない。
Just one earned on the docket for Greinke thus far into his seventh inning of work. Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Hard hit toward the hole.
よーし。
And
こ
into
れは
left
捉え
field
た。
for a one-out hit.
Dan, are you even concerned about that?
まあ
You've been
ぼち
pitching
ぼ
out of
ち
a
ね
wind-up ball game, and now you have
ジュ
to
ニ
go
ア
to
さん
stretch.
が
It can be a concern
上
sometimes,
向きに
Bieber,
なっ
but
て
you
きてる
try
から
to in
ね。
between starts to make sure that
初め
you
ほ
throw
ん
enough
まに
pitches
全然
out
打
of
て
the
んかったっ
stretch,
すから
and he's been out of the windup most of the game, so we'll see how he reacts here after this base hit.
Here comes the Astros skipper up out of the Houston dugout. And that's going to spell the end of the
千原ジュ
afternoon
ニア
for Zach Greinke.
あっちゃ
So he'll depart with the lead and a chance to be the
あ
winner,
ん
but
ま
he
り打
is
たへんから
responsible for the tying run at first.
何回
Steve
か落ちましたから
Cishek is
ね
going to come
二
on in
軍に
relief as he'll be making his 20th appearance of the season.
それでも打率が低いからね
Here's Will Myers as he takes a cold strike at the
千
knees.
原
It's
ジュニ
0-1.
ア
0 for 2
まあ
from
で
him
も
so
今は
far
よ
in
う
this
や
one.
く3番打つぐらいになりましたからね このピッチャーもまた
Comes set and the 0-1.
ああ打ちにく
Setting
い
him up inside as he swings and misses for strike two. We're in the seventh inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number two.
That's a big strikeout there with the tying run over at first base. Now, with 2 outs, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that guy home. Probably need a ball in the gap to give him a chance.
In now, Austin Nola. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. 2 out with the man at first. Quick check on
さ
that
すがに
tying
やっ
run
ぱ
at
警
first.
戒して
A
ますね
dive, but he's back.
明日中に2勝クリアせんとあかんのか、明日中に2勝 うわぁ
Little slide step action
今
there,
のめっ
Dan.
ちゃ甘い
Yeah,
です
he's
よ
clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
High fly ball out to straightaway center.
あー伸びがないか
And what an effort on the running play to end the inning. One left
2
for
勝
San
クリアっ
Diego.
てあれですか
2-1.
前田さんのあのゲームですか
At the plate now is
Ah,
Carlos Correa.
それですか
Flew out last time up.
The shortstop,
音楽がめっちゃええ言ってましたもんね
Correa.
サントラ多分いずれ出るんちゃいますかね
Emilio Pagan gets the call from the pen to take the ball for the home seventh. And now the first pitch.
そんな前に公開され
because
てるん
this
で
is
すか
just a one-run game, this doesn't
Ah.
strike me as a situation where
音
he's
楽
going to be
系はやっ
working
ぱ
around
強
the
いで
guy.
すよね
I think he's going to challenge him right here.
Late that time for a strike.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Wow, was he behind that fastball? Great job on the mound using the curveball to set up the heater.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
Popped up. Cato is there. Makes the play one away.
ああでも途中から全然やらんなりましたけどね
The right fielder,
クラナド行ってその後の
Tucker.
リトルバスターズまでは行ったんですけどね
So next to bat will be
それ以
Kyle
降や
Tucker.
ってないですから
Lifetime
ね
against this particular arm. Just a couple of matchups, no
あ
hits
そうや
and
そ
two
れ以
at
降もう一
bats.
個リライトでしたっけあれはちょっとやってたんか
Now here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, 0-1.
なあれ
He kind of tipped his
PS4 で
hand
出てん
right
すよ
there. His approach is obviously sitting on the off speed because he was so late on that first pitch heater.
That misses wide. One ball
そ
and
こ
one
までは
strike.
言ってますけどね。
The 1-1. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball.
リライトもね、配信やって
Two
たんです
runs,
けど、
5 hits. No
なんか
errors in the
やば
ball
そう
game
や
for
っ
the
たから、
Astros to this point.
非公開にしましたけどね。
Fouled off.
カノン、エア、クラナのリトバス。リトバスの後がリライトちゃうんすか。
Again, a 1-2.
確かリライトと思うんですけどね。
I don't blame the pitcher one bit for trying to get the chase right there. He's been fouling everything off. He's still got the entire arsenal open to him. So we'll see what pitch he comes with
よっ
next.
しゃ。
Swing and a miss at the curveball.
な
And
エ
there's
ア
your
ーが
second
ね
out of the
めちゃ
inning.
くちゃ良
Pretty
かったですから
textbook
ね。
breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
あとなんかプラネタリアンとかいうのありましたよね。
So here's Yuli Gurriel as he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Oh, can't spot the cutter any better than that. Nothing in 2 now.
Hey, this could be a huge momentum swing for this team right here. Relief pitcher.
あーか、
There's a
また持っ
swing
て
and
かれ
a
た。
high drive into left center field.
ガチャ
And that one is gone on a 2-strike
また
count
電
with
車走って
2
ます
away
よ
in the inning. It's a solo homer for Yuli
垂れるか。
Gurriel. 7 home runs for him on the year now. And with it, the Astros have taken a 3-1 lead.
Yeah, and you could see he just made a mistake. He was cruising in the 7th, getting the first 2 outs, but then he offered up one that caught a little bit too much of the plate. This one got up and out of here,
この1
ruining
点
what
は
looked
痛
like
い
a
な。
good appearance out of the bullpen.
Into the box, Jason Castro, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. And he fouls this one off. Now the pitch. Fouled away. The next 0-2.
So the intent of that 0-2 cutter right there isn't necessarily to get a swinging strike. If you get it, well, hey, that's great. But if you get it
Oh my
inside
God.
enough and he does make contact, he
Carlos
probably
Ghosn
can't do
ですね。
anything with it anyway.
And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside.
まあまだラン
3-2.
ナーおらん
For
だ
the
け
guy on the
幸
mound,
いで
this
す
is
け
one of
ど、
those innings where nothing comes easy.
それで
He's
も
thrown a bunch of
1
pitches,
点が
and
重
this
たいですね。
AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
The left fielder,
Michael
number
Brantley
3.
will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point
Ah,
here.
take that.
A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, that hard hit single right there. That's
ちょっ
clean.
と打たれ出しましたね。
He's looking locked in.
なんとか抑えてほしいんですけど。
So now to the plate, Miles Straw, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He could really use a knock here, 0 for 3 in the game so far. Down the third baseline, but that'll get fouled. It's 0-2 now. Castro at second, Brantley on at first with 2 down. Tried to get him to chase the cutter there, a ball and 2 strikes.
These are the situations right here that make me miss wearing a uniform.
バレた。
The big spot, the cat and mouse of what's he going to throw. I'm down 1-2. Can I?
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. 1 more for the Astros, and it comes on this solo homer.
ヒットが2
We'll
本しか
march
打っ
on
て
to
ない
the
ですね。
8th. It's now 3-1 Houston. New inning set to get underway, and set to go is the third baseman, Jake Cronenworth.
Always a tall task trying to rally back in the late innings, but I think this game could still turn quickly. A leadoff runner on base right here could be huge to get something going.
And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there.
もう抑えの準備やってるみたいですね。
Sinker stays outside and is behind now 2-0.
えらい早いですね。あ
2-1.
Someone on this offense needs to take it upon themselves to have a quality AB and start the line moving again.
The 2-1 on its way. Got a piece. It's 2-2.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in
あ
the
んま
box
スト
can
レー
get
ト投
on
げて
base.
こないですね。
Yeah, and
こ
that
の人
has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to pick it up.
Over one to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up number 8. With that, we'll give you a look at our starter comparison for the two starting pitchers in the game, and the column to look at is the one on the right side of your screen. Not too many hits to go around at this point in the ballgame. Joe Smith gets the call as he'll pitch with one gun in the top of the 8th.
立ち位置なんやな。そうなんですか。前田さんもでも何十年ぶりとか言ってましたよね。
The first baseman Eric
そ
Hosmer
ん
is
な空い
in
て
0
たん
for
ですね。
2 on the afternoon so far. Here's the pitch.
う
Swung
わ
on and missed that time. It's 0-1.
He's going to have to set his sights a little lower right there. That pitch was able
リ
to
ラ
get
イトも
by
な
him.
んか
His
独
swing was
特
just a
の
little
作
under
品
that
ですよ
one.
ね。
Tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Nothing in 2 count and the pitch.
うわ
And another foul ball. 8th inning of this low-scoring affair. 3-1 our
あ、
score.
そうや、リライトの後に荒れちゃいましたっけ。
Hit down the line
名
at
前
first,
何やったか
and
な。
he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
そういや、スイッチで買いましたわ、なんか。あ、サマーポケットとかいうのあったんちゃうんですか。
So the next to bat will be Gosuke Kato. He was retired via the
そう
ground
や
ball
そう
last
サマ
time
ーポ
up.
ケットですわ。
From the stretch.
That's 3 straight
飛
sliders in
ば
a
す以
row.
降は
I'd
ど
be
っからポン
shocked.
コツ
I
坂
would be
口み
shocked
たい
if
に
he
アニ
went
メ
to
と
that well
か。
a 4th time.
あー、ア
I'd
ニ
be
メ
looking
やってたんですか。
0-1 count and the pitch. Grounded
Oh,
back up the middle.
Arturo
Altuve has it. Onto the first baseman Gurriel, and that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down
な
for
あ、
San
でもキー
Diego,
もなん
and
や
it
かんやや
remains
り
a
ますもんね。
3-1 ball game.
リライトはエンジェルビーツ。はあはあはあは
Bottom of inning number
え
8 set to go.
あ。あ、
And
エ
that'll
ンジェ
bring
ル
up
ビーツ。
Yordan
エンジェルビー
Alvarez.
ツって移植されてんすかね。なんか名前は聞いたことあるんですけど。家庭を出てんすかね。
Now here's the pitch.
エンジェルビーツ。ああ。
Here's the
エンジェ
0-1
ルもし
pitch.
かして家庭を移植されてないんちゃいます。やってんすかね。
Man, that's a good take there on that 0-2 fastball just missed. He must have a really good eye at the plate.
ああ、また打たれた。
Line drive base hit.
Dan, this guy's on fire. He used to say all the time, it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs where you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May and he's on fire.
D-Row, he's been locked in from day one of
Ah,
this season.
mata
It's
utaite.
continuing right now.
Ai,
Anything that is around the strike zone, he feels he can get the barrel to
Kaimashoka.
it, and he continues to hit line drives.
He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Dan Altavilla is on to pitch here in the 8th with nobody out.
ああ、なしなんすか。そら残念ですね。やれないですね。名前は確かに覚えてんすけど、 サマーポケットはね、スイッチで出て
The
るんで。
0-1 pitch. To the left side, but it's well foul. A runner at first with no outs here.
まあ、あれはあれで面白いですけどね。
Another one sent foul. Left field and deep. But it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. Alvarez rounds third and is digging for the plate. The tag, and he's safe as they push their lead to 3 now.
エンジェルビーツの外伝みたいなのがスマホで出てきた。
Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no
あっちゃ
doubt.
打
As
た
an
れても
offense,
か。
all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
Jose Altuve stands in as he looks at a called strike. Bregman leads off second with nobody out. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count and the pitch.
よっしゃ。
And this is swung on and missed. And boy, they took care of a key man there. 1 away.
If you've got a good fastball going and they're not handling, keep
チー
throwing
ム
it.
が出す
Right there, 3 fastballs in a row. He gone.
名前なんでしたっけ？スティームデッキでしたっけ？あれようやく海外で発売始まりましたね。
Here's Carlos Correa now, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went
明
around for
日
the first strike.
M1
He's
付きア
hitless
ス
in
トロズ
3
調査
at-bats to this point.
やたら打ちますね、やっぱ。
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Weak grounder back to the mound. And there are 2 away now.
じわじわと点差が広がってますね。
Now batting, right fielder.
So 2 gone now in the
結
Houston
構一
eighth,
発があ
and
る
to
から
hit
ね。
next will be the outfielder Kyle Tucker. As he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a ball yanked down the right field line. And that's a fair ball as it'll head for the 326 sign in right. Oh, and the throwback in is a wild one.
The Shays are around for a reason, and that hit right there is a reason they say baseball is a game of inches, right? Just
完全
barely
に
fair,
捕ま
but
りま
that's
した。
not much consolation to the guy standing on the mound. Nice RBI 2-bagger.
Yuli Gurriel is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0.
うわ、これ
That'll be a souvenir, and the
サイ
count will
バ
move
ー
to
パンク、ゲロ
1-1.
とブックオフ。めっちゃいいですね。2980円って安いですね。こっちも全く売ってないですからね。
Gurriel behind a ball and 2 strikes.
まあ、日本橋行ったらあるかもしれないですけどね。
Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to
上
even
心
at 2
もゲオ
balls
も
and 2
売
strikes.
ってないですね。
The 2-2. This is hit softly to
うわ、
third.
抜けていく。
A diving try, but it's through into the
これはア
outfield.
ウトちゃうか。
And he is
Yeah,
safe at
safe.
the plate as they open things further to 6-1 now.
Mm.
And he's in there
あ
safely.
れが
He's
セー
got
フ
a
です
double.
か。
You love the aggressive base
感じ
running
は良
right
かっ
there.
た
It's
けど。
not easy to make that throw and give that catcher time to adjust his feet and get that tag down.
No, very aggressive send right there. You take a chance, you hope the throw is a little bit offline, and that paid off right there.
Here's Johnson. Enters here looking to get the final out before the 9th inning.
うん。上心ね、新品はあるんですけど、高いんですよね。7000円以上しますからね。
Stepping in now, Jason Castro, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
なあ、日本橋やったらありそうですよね。
Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1.
アストロズ金もらった。
Swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
なあ、5
Put that in
点
the
差にな
memory
ってますな。
bank. First time he breaks out a curveball right there, and it's a pretty good one.
Hit softly on the ground to
やっ
first.
と終わった。
Fielded cleanly. On with it to first is Hosmer, and that ends the inning. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. Ninth inning coming up. The Astros lead it 6-1.
ここで5点取らんと
Jose Azocar. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
シンカースライダーこのピッチャーがまた打ちにくいですね。
Here's the 0-1. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
Hey, that's a nice take by the batter right there, but that's a non-competitive off-speed pitch. Got to do better to at least entice a swing.
They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the ninth. The San Diego batting order turns over and set to go Jorge Ona. He's 0 for 3 so far, so he hasn't done much to help at the top of the lineup. First offering on its way. No contact on the sinker there, and he's behind 0-1.
Hey, I know he's aware he can't tie the game with one swing of the bat, but maybe he's just trying to excite the boys and get one on the board.
Outside for a ball, 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
3-1 to him now. And the count will be full.
な
One
か
out,
なか
nobody
捉え
on.
にくいですな。
This is swung on and hit to Altuve at second. Throw on to first, and the Padres are down to their final out now.
これはやばい。
Stepping up
Yeah,
is
no
Trent
hit.
Grisham, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. Tommy Pham will pinch hit here with 2 outs and the bases empty.
なんかやったら腹減ってきましたね。
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. As he'll watch a slider that stays inside for ball 1. The average coming in at 266.
腹の
7
虫が
homers
鳴いてき
and
ましたね。
16 RBIs. Pham with an even 1-1 count now.
That swing had one purpose, and that was to put the ball over the wall. I guess he doesn't have much to lose with his team down this many at this point in the game.
And he lays off for a ball, 2-1.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the
ほんま
box.
にキワキワ投げてきますね。
2-2.
めっちゃ腹減っ
San
てきまし
Diego
た。
down to their final strike. Good eye to lay off the slider there. And he works it to full 3-2 here. Fernando Tatis Jr.
まあ
would
メッ
be
シ
next if they
が
can
そう
keep
かメッ
this
シ
inning
が多
alive.
分ねさっき食べしもてないんで
Has
す
them
よ。
down to their final strike. Here it comes. Now this crowd of
まあおかずはあるんで
36,000 plus
すけ
come
ど
to
ね。
their feet. Here's a pop-up now. Gurriel might try to make a play on it, and no one will get this one.
That's a
と
real
なる
nice
とやっ
location
ぱり
with that
流れ的に
fastball
ラー
up
メンになっ
and
てく
in
るん
on
で
the
すよ。
hands. Hard to do much with that because a hitter really can't extend his arms very easily.
あ
Now
あ
a
防げ
swing
た。
and he pops him up, and this should do it.
終了。
And he'll put this one away for the final out, and the
負けまし
Astros
たね。
have come back to even up this series at a game apiece as this ball game is over. 6-1 the final tally today. The Houston Astros get their division-leading 30th win of the year. Zach Greinke with his 4th win this season as he goes 6+ innings and allows only a pair of base hits. Mike Clevenger pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. Joe
まあ
Smith
このジュニアさんの一発だ
5-out
けっていう
save,
ね。
his 3rd of the campaign. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Wackney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show.
ホー
For
ムラン
more,
2
head
発
to
ありましたからね。
theshow.com.
あとはタイムリーで。まあ前の試合は勝ってたんですけどね。連勝しとったから。まあ次の試合またあって、ね、カブスですね。カブスメッツ。わあ、これでまたドジャース勝ってますやん。10.5 になってますよ。ようこんだけ貯金できますよね。ああ、アストロズ1位やったんですね。めっちゃ貯金だらけ。こんだけ貯金ってよう作れるもんですね。今でもこれ貯金13あっても 10.5 離れてるっていう。すごいですね。よいしょ、さあ、終わりましょうか。アランさんも多分もうやるんちゃいますかね。やってんすかね。こんなに強かったから通知来てないかやってないと思うんですけど。まだやってないですよね。まだやってないですね。はーい、お疲れ様でした。さあ、ではではでは。